What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the newest info on the 2020 Megatins, as well as the new Legendary Duelist set, as well as a few other things as well, including even more new cards coming out of Phantom Rage, as well as, if I'm able to, as well as a Link monster getting a new errata effect. So what could that card be? I guess the world will never know. Actually, let me refresh this because I know there's something new here. No, there is not. There is nothing new. Okay. So it's just those cards. So it's just that. Okay. Alright, you guys. So first up is the Megatins and the 2020 Tins, and also the the brand new Legendary Duelist set. So for the Tins, which is called the Tin of Lost Memories, it will consist of 249 cards, and the release date will be the 28th here in the US, and then in Europe will be released on the 27th. And goodbye, ad. Thank you. The 2020 Tin of Lost Memories shows the beginning of the ancient duel between the pharaoh and the priest Seto, as depicted on the tablet of Lost Memories, the very artifact that inspired Kaiba to create the Battle City tournament. Each tin this year will contain 3 bigger than ever mega packs with 2 more foils than in last year's 10 mega packs. So every 2020 pack will come with 1 prismatic secret rare, 2 ultra rares, 2 super rares, a rare, and 12 commons. That is huge. That is huge. Each tin's total haul will be 3 prismatic secret rares, 6 ultras, 6 supers, 3 rares, 36 commons. The 2020 Tin Mega Pack set is made up of the most popular cards released in 2019, including cards from Savage Strike, Dark Neostorm, Rising Rampage, Chaos Impact, and more. So from right there, Savage Strike, obviously, it could potentially mean Pot of Extravagance, even though we got that reprinted in Toon Chaos. Borderlord Savage Dragon would be another excellent one. Cyber's Quantum Dragon could be another one. Dark Neostorm. I think the only card that's honestly good in the set probably has to be Dark Neostorm and Signet Mining. Sorry, Missing Mine and Signet Mining. I think those would probably be the 2 big reprints that we could expect from the Tins. Rising Rampage, Appaloosa, obviously. One of the Charmers. And then Chaos Impact, possibly Starly Safert, and Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid, as well as IP Master Arena. Just my predictions on that anyway, in my personal opinion. The Mega Set also includes 3 brand new world premiere cards, as well as the new Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, a nearly unstoppable fusion of Yugi's Dark Munition and Joey's Red Eyes Black Dragon. Once you've emptied out all the goodness from within, you can display the tin and make it an important scene from Yu-Gi-Oh history a part of your dueling space. Now, okay, so the Tins already, they're gonna be good. I already know they're gonna be good. They're gonna be really valuable. Like, if you were to if you were to pre-order these from simplyunlucky.com, shoutouts to them. Shoutouts to Simply Unlucky. Right now, the pre-orders are at $25 per tin, which is nuts. Absolutely nuts. But obviously, because of the fact that everybody wants the new Red Eyes Fusion, obviously. The new Fusion card, obviously. But other than that, I really don't know what else to expect in the Tins. I am definitely going to be getting my hands on these. So, Collector Store, Ben, if you're watching this video, save me a few. cause I'm gonna buy them. I'm gonna get a few of these tins. Now for Legendary Duel. Now for the new Legendary Duel set called Rage of Ra. This will be a 57 card set. It'll be released September 25th in the U.S., but in Europe it'll be released on the 24th, which happens to land on my brother's birthday, which is actually kind of cool. Dive deep into the deck of duelists shrouded in darkness with the next chapter of the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Legendary Duelist series. Yugi's final foe in the Battle City tournament was none other than Marek Ishtar, leader of the Rare Hunters and master of the Winged Dragon of Ra. Marek's advanced tactics using the Winged Dragon of Ra were previously impossible to replicate, but 7 new cards in the set are poised to make the impossible possible. But why stop at just upgrading your deck strategy? This new Legendary Duelist set includes extra special versions of the Winged Dragon of Ra like you've never seen before. Obviously, it'll most likely just be the card that we saw in Duel Links, most likely. Which I heard rumors that was supposed to have been in this set. Hang on. It was actually supposed to have been printed in this set in the Dark Side Dimensions movie pack, in the original version, the booster box. But I guess they decided not to release it in the set. But I honestly don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why. If you guys do know, my guess probably because of the fact that Marek wasn't in the movie, so it might be a possibility. Additionally, you can find 7 new cards each for Aporia's Mechlord strategy from 5Ds, and also 7 new cards from Esperobo's Battle City Psychic strategy featuring the Bane of Trap Cards Everywhere, Jinzo. Rounding out the set, you'll be able to get important cards necessary for building these 3 decks, as well as other famous cards used by these duelists on the show. So there will be 30 commons, 10 rares, 8 supers, and 9 ultras. That's pretty good. Honestly, though, I'm not really expecting a whole lot. Excuse me, from this set. I think the one thing that we can expect is for Marek's deck to be extremely meta. But honestly, though, it literally just depends on how you build the deck, because everybody wants to build it around the 3 Egyptian god cards. But oftentimes we know that the Egyptian gods, depending on who they are, or rather, depending on what, how it's built, it's literally impossible. It's literally impossible. But obviously, too, knowing some of the other content creators, like Yassine, Team Samurai X1, Farfa, just to name a few, they'll find a way to make it viable. Anyway, guys, so what is Topologic Zeroboros errata effect? If you guys don't know, Topologic Zeroboros was in the, I believe, in the Rocket structure deck, if I remember correctly, and it's it was weird to see Zeroboros in there. It could have been printed in another set, but if you guys don't know, Topologic Zeroboros' original effect, its current effect, says, once per turn during the standby phase of your next turn, after this card was banished by its own effect, special summon this banished card. Its new effect says, once per turn during the standby phase of the next turn, after this card was banished by its own effect, special summon this banished card. So basically, it has the same effect, but according to this, but it says here, it's now possible to special summon Zeroboros during the standby phase of the opponent's next turn, which is absolutely incredible. Considering that with its original effect, you weren't able to do that, but now you're able to. I honestly don't know when we will get the errata version of it. We might see it in as a reprint in a structure deck or something like that, but you never know. But you never know. You never know, honestly. Again, you never know what can happen here. Alright, you guys, now going to be talking about how many new cards do we have? 1, 2, 3. 3 more new cards coming out of Phantom Rage. The first one is called... It is called Dragmatism. It is an equip spell, and its second effect is a once per turn. If the equipped monster is a dragma monster, it gains 100 attack points multiplied by its level. Otherwise it loses 200 points multiplied the number of dragma monsters you control. If this card is sent to the grave due to the equipped monster being destroyed, you can send one monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. Excuse me. Honestly, though, I think that the dragma archetype could be viable. It could be viable. I'm not really expecting much. I really don't want to say much about this card, just because we don't know much about the archetype itself. But honestly, though, I'm really looking forward to Phantom Rage coming out, because Phantom Rage is obviously the newest set in the YuGiOh 7's era. Honestly, even though with YuGiOh 7's in the OCG they're having their own set, so to speak. But for us, this is basically with the newer sets that we're getting now. I feel like it's if we're getting cards for different archetypes that should have been printed years ago. Like obviously Gaia, the new fish, the new shark monsters and whatnot, and hey, and also two new Raid Raptor support, Phantom Knight support, and whatnot. So I'm really looking forward to see how good this card can do when it's fully when it is released. But speaking of dragmas, we actually have a dragma monster, which looks like it's the boss monster of the deck of the archetype. And if I'm able to scroll down, thank you. It is called Hashashian Dragma. It is a light attribute. It is a 8-star light attribute spellcaster with 2,000 attack, 1,500 defense. All of its effects are once per turn, and this ad needs to stop fucking with me. Its first effect says, if a fusion synchro exceeds or link monster is sent to the grave, you can special summon this card from your hand. So it's basically an instant body. Basically. So that's really, really good. If this card is special summoned from the hand, you can target a dragma monster in your grave, except Hashashian Dragma, add that card to your hand. So it's basically the effects of like snow on light of Dark World, or no. Why am I keep saying snow? It's basically it's a Stratos. Sorry, a Stratos for the deck. So that's pretty broken. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can make all Dragma monsters you control gain 500. So it basically it's basically the effects of so it's basically like excuse me. It's basically a hand trap, Stratos, and a equip, so to speak. all rolled into one card. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Which I'm real again. I don't want to say much, but I think the biggest I think the big downfall for this card is the fact that if is that you would most likely need at least 3. I think that would probably be the biggest downfall, and I'm not so sure if it would work with anything else, because I mean it's dragmas, you know. I'm not, again, I don't want to talk about it a whole lot and then just be stupid, you know. So be fucking stupid. All right, you guys. Now for the final card here that I'm going to be talking about. It's a fusion called Stigmavor Dragon Brigand. It's an 8-star Dark Beast fusion, 2500 attack, 200 defense. It requires Nullius Filius of Albus and a level 8 or higher monster. Its third effect is a once per turn. Seriously, these ads are stupid. Its first effect says cannot be destroyed by battle. So obviously it has the effects of what's that one monster? I want to say Dark Guardian from GX, if I remember right. While this fusion summon card is on the field, your opponent cannot target other monsters you control with monster effects. So this is basically a protection card. This card basically protects your other monsters from being targeted or destroyed, which is absolutely incredible. And then the third effect says during the end phase, if this card is in your grave because it was sent there this turn, you can take 1 Tri-Brigade monster or 1 Nullius Filius of Albus from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it. So it's basically a monster. It's kind of like a Monster Reborn / or rather, I guess it's kind of like a Stratos. It's basically kind of like another Stratos. So that's pretty cool. I would assume that this would have to do something with the dragma archetype. So I don't want to say anything else about it except that that the dragma deck. God, I'm so tired. That the dragma archetype could be viable, but at most it could be tier 2. Tier 2 at most, in my honest opinion. But guys, that is gonna do it for this video. Let me know in the comments below the question of the day. What are you looking forward to the most in Legendary Duelist Rage of Raw and in the 2020 Tin of Lost Memories? Let me know in the comments below. And that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know this was a relatively short video, but hey, that's just how it goes. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. Because with this channel, there's always something new to talk about, whether it's WWE or Yu-Gi-Oh. And also too, make sure you guys follow me on both of my Twitters and my one Instagram. The links will be down in the description below. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.